an unmarked police car in Staten Island because he always wanted to be a cop. Chris's psychiatrist scanned him for a genetic predisposition to mental illness. He concluded...
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Sluu Hustle. Let's get right into this video, man.
Blazing the Asian is a YouTuber known for his cannabis review challenges where he pays people $100 if they can hit a blinker. Christopher Kim created a lifestyle centered around THC consumption that would ultimately fracture his mental state. On several occasions, Chris would have psychotic episodes that landed him in the psych ward. During his episodes, Chris would...
Whoa!
Steal cop cars, threaten pedestrians, and get arrested for...
Yo, he looks like Ray!
His grip on reality caused him to spiral out of control and sent the internet on a frenzy. People were saying his psychotic episodes were caused by some genetic predisposition. He would later dispute these claims when he went on the Goblin podcast in 2025. Chris stated his mental episodes were 100% caused by heavy cannabis use. Since 2018, Blazing the Asian has been posting Instagram stunts where he would take unholy amounts of edibles on camera. It wasn't uncommon for Chris to take extremely high doses of THC.
Oh yeah, he was doing more than just smoking weed though. He was doing THC in every way possible.
THC juice along with a few bong rips. The recommended dose is 100 milligrams to 250. Bro was taking the whole packet, hitting blinkers, doing bong rips. Essentially, he was frying his brain for our entertainment. This would catch up to him later in 2020. Chris reflected on his drug use, telling Goblin, "I started tripping at 14, taking LSD at school, and smoking salvia." Chris recalled getting arrested at school for selling LSD to a classmate. He was throwing chairs at teachers because he himself was still coming down from an acid trip. 1 year later, while on acid, he punched a stranger in public because he thought they were in the Truman Show, believing everyone was an actor on a TV show that he didn't know about. After several bad acid trips, Chris decided to quit taking psychedelics and focus on making weed content. During this time, Chris would sell pounds of marijuana at Rutgers University to fund his Instagram page. Becoming the plug for college students would be very profitable. He even went so far...
I'm not gonna lie. Before I got into my YouTube space, I dabbled here and there, you know what I mean? He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
$8,000 worth of ZA from California plugs to sell on campus. Chris entered a group chat with 9,000 other students who wanted to buy substances. The thing is, he used his full government ID, picture, and was not being anonymous whatsoever.
He's crazy
Chris became
stupid.
Extremely paranoid after discovering an undercover cop outside of the frat house he was staying at. He locked himself inside the frat house, not eating or sleeping for 6 days straight. Chris was fully convinced people were lacing his food and water with acid. Not only that, he lost $80,000 in one night by gambling and was beginning to go into a manic episode. His fraternity...
Oh shit. Yeah, that right there. Ain't nothing worse than having that feeling when you think the boys is on to you and you can't trust the niggas you around. But then on top of that, you lost 80 grand? We're not talking about $80, not $180, not $8,000. This nigga lost $80,000, bro. That right there is enough for any man to just lose their marbles, bro. Enough for me.
Brothers eventually called his parents because he was losing his grip on reality. Chris was taken into psychiatric care because he was extremely paranoid and having grand delusions.
At that point, I thought everyone was actors because I was like, no way people are like this in real life. I had a theory that I was in a movie. Everyone was an actor.
That's crazy as hell.
Everyone was like a set like the Truman Show. Everyone was like a New York City crackhead. I thought the TV was talking about me. The news was talking about me. So I went up to the third floor of my house. I was like gonna jump off.
Oh shit!
Head first. In my mind, I didn't see EMT or police anywhere, and like I got pulled back the same moment I decided to jump off. Once the first psychosis episode starts. It won't stop unless I quit weed for a year. That was the pattern that happened.
After this incident, Chris was going in and out of the psych ward for about 6 months because every time he did a bong rip, he would slip into another psychotic episode. In January of 2021, he had a...
Yo, imagine every time you hit J, you snap into some crazy man mode. Like, that is wicked, bruh.
An unmarked police car in Staten Island because he always wanted to be a cop. Chris's psychiatrist scanned him for a genetic predisposition to mental illness. He concluded that Chris kept having psychotic episodes because he's been smoking weed 24/7 since the age of 14. Chris decided to take a year-long break from drugs and alcohol. During his recovery, he was unable to socialize with people and began
Yeah, I
isolating
bet.
in his parents' basement. Eventually, Chris invested his trap money into content creation by starting to post blinker challenges, collabing with rappers, and uploading vlogs on YouTube. Due to the nature of his content, Chris started consuming cannabis once again. Since
Yeah.
he was taking medication for his previous psychotic episodes, the Za didn't affect him as much, but he kept on smoking more and more until he eventually slipped into another psychosis.
Yeah.
In the beginning of
He probably just smoked until like the medication probably gave him like a wall. It probably like built a wall inside his mental, but he just kept smoking. You know what I'm saying? Just kept smoking until like the THC could break down the, you know what I mean? Beat the wall down, and then it just once it got him again, and it probably was a lot worse this time.
2025, Chris started posting random cryptic messages on social media, rambling on Instagram Live, and having a mental breakdown on camera. Fans were concerned for his mental well-being because he seemed completely out of it. 10 minutes after leaving the psych ward, Chris went on Instagram Live and started harassing a man on the street.
Cool, bro.
I'm cool. You cool?
Bro, back up, bro.
You cool?
You playing with me?
I'm not playing with you.
Alright, back up, bro.
I know people who know you, bro.
Playing with me,
I'm not
bro.
playing with you.
Alright, so can you back up, bro?
What you gonna do?
What?
What you gonna do?
Just right. Come on, bro. You done?
Yeah, dude trying like dude can definitely tell that he's like a little, you know what I mean? Dude can definitely tell he's a little off in a sense. So he's trying to joke with him, but he's like
For real,
he ain't trying
bro?
he ain't trying to play.
Good with you, bro.
My bad.
Tripping.
No, my bad. I just got out of the hospital, bro.
The man pulled a gun on Chris, but he kept following him.
What? See what?
You got scared right there,
See what?
bro.
I got scared?
Bro, come on, bro.
I got scared? You're being live streamed.
You doing that because you did.
You being scared? I'm doing that because I'm here? You don't know who I know. You terrified, right? You terrified, right? I'm falling into your car.
That's embarrassing, bro.
It's embarrassing?
Yeah, you look crazy,
For me?
bruh.
How many people watching you do nothing?
You try to act like you have a strap. You don't got straps. I got straps. Come to my car right now. Come to my car right now. You scared? Come to my car right now. Let's go. We're in live stream. Don't be a bitch. My bad, guys. I can't get mad like that. It's like they told me I don't have to go to any meetings anymore at the hospital, and then I'm good. They said it's optional now since I served my time.
It was evident that Chris was still having a psychotic episode.
Yeah,
even though
man.
he
They
was
should have
cleared
kept his
for
ass
busting.
in there.
Not too long after, Chris hopped on Instagram Live once again, where he decided to smoke more weed on live.
Damn,
It was really
bruh.
disturbing to watch because he kept singing Bruno Mars songs, random songs, telling everyone that I'm gonna be the next Nelk boy, rambling on and on.
He
saying the
definitely
N-word
could
over and
be.
over again, talking to police like very incoherently. It was very disturbing to watch because he was literally losing his grip on reality. His demeanor can be compared to Steve-O when he was at the depths of his drug binge. Eventually, Chris's girlfriend called the police because he was at her apartment tweaking out. They asked him a few questions before once again taking him to the psych ward. Blazin the Asian is a prime example of weed-induced psychosis. Not many
Damn.
people believe this actually exists because people assume that, oh, you must have some genetic predisposition or someone in your family has mental illness. No, anybody can go into a weed-induced psychosis. People are gonna say, bro, I've been smoking weed since kindergarten, I'm fine.
Facts.
Everybody reacts
Some people will say
differently to
that.
substances. Chris explained that when he first started
Excuse me, I'm
smoking, he
sorry.
would always get extremely paranoid but kept smoking until he enjoyed it. Starting daily use at age 14, when his brain isn't fully developed, definitely played a role in his future psychotic episodes. Combine the stress of dealing pounds of drugs, along with schoolwork, content creation, and relationships, it was only a matter of time before he snapped. Chris reflected on
Damn.
his experiences, saying he's going on another year-long tolerance break, only this time, he's not in a hurry to smoke weed again because it doesn't seem necessary. Blazin the Asian plans on doing more gym content, rap videos, and vlogs in the near future. He's reposting old content since he deleted all his videos. In the end, this was a tale of a man who smoked himself into psychosis and lived to tell his story. If you
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you want me to be real with you, I don't think I've ever heard of this before. My look on weed might be a little bit different. I mean, I already don't. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I smoke every day, but I'm not a dude though. But with that being said, man, let me know if you've heard of this story. If you've heard of weed psychosis or whatever he was saying it's called in the comments. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Sluu Hustle. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you again in the next one, man.